Hello everyone, my name is Van T. Jones and welcome to 3M Mondays. The M's in 3M stands for mentality as a man thinks, so is he. Stands for motivation, what's the fire in the belly, fire in the gut to get going. And lastly, it stands for moves. What moves am I making after I've thought about it and after I've been inspired? You've been walking with us over the past few weeks through what it takes to make great teams. We told you that all great teams have 4 basic elements, more than 4, but that's just these 4 basic elements because all of us are on some type of team at our homes, at our jobs, at our churches, wherever we are, we're on some type of team. We told you that every great team has mass amounts of togetherness. You have to be on one page, one vision. More than one vision is division. If you want to pull us apart, you have to tear us apart. They have enthusiasm about the mission, energy, excitement about what we're doing. They have A+ talent. You cannot win the Kentucky Derby with some donkeys, some mules. You have to have some thoroughbreds to get it done. And today we'll talk about the final installment, which is mass amounts of grit. A lot of research has been done on grit as of late, on what it takes to get kids and adults and teams and people and businesses and organizations to be gritty and to persevere and to quit and to go to where no other business or organization has gone. We're supposed to be on the campus of the University of Southern Mississippi at P. Taylor Park. We were going to talk about the USM baseball team and how difficult and arduous their schedule can be. They have 8 games in 11 days, and we filmed the video, and when it was time to upload it, we had some technical difficulties. We did not like it. So I said, you know what? All leaders have to shift and adjust. So this morning I decided to shift and adjust. As you can see, I'm in my car. I just left the gym. I had an arduous, tough workout, and I had to display some grit. How do we get that grit that gets us to the next level? The first thing we must do is give up on excuses. I could have easily made some excuses this morning. It's tough coming off the weekend, or you don't have to do it. You're tired. You worked yesterday. You have a sore arm, sore legs. I could have made a lot of excuses, but I chose not to make excuses. As my friend Jim Rohn would always say, if you want to get something done, you find a way to get it done. If not, you'll find a way to make an excuse. So give up on excuses. The next thing we must do is get comfortable with being uncomfortable. I was very uncomfortable this morning. I was vulnerable. I was on the bench press and I thought I could not get it. I got nervous in some spots. I was extremely uncomfortable when I squat, when I ran. Man, it was very uncomfortable. But I said, you know what? On the flip side of this discomfort is the magic, is the health, is what I need to stay vital, to stay movement, to stay active. The last thing we must do, if you want to display that grit, that perseverance, that toughness, is to get around some gritty people. Get around some gritty people. People who are not afraid to fight, to scratch, to claw, and the grit is evident in their lives and everything that they do. They have mass amounts of grit. We all are on some type of team, as I mentioned already. Our prayer for you, our hope for you is that your team has togetherness, has enthusiasm, which is energy and excitement, has A+ talent, and it has mass amounts of grit. Thanks for joining us for this series. We don't know what the month of April will hold. Again, I've been on a lot of teams and I get an opportunity to go into a lot of places. We might talk about what great culture looks like because all great teams, after they've been assembled, have a great culture. We call it a C4 culture. Again, thanks so much for joining us for 3M Mondays. The M stands for mentality as a man thinking, so is he. Stands for motivation, what's the fire in the belly, what's the fire in the gut, and it stands for moves. What moves are we really making? Thanks.